Pericles. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already live. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the
Yeah, I'm throw it back. Yeah, I'm on the. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt. It's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdog, suave. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. That presidents drop a on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death and protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death and protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. I'm 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for money. Strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth. Skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus folks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Hey, what's up, gang? Put a gang right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, man? Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out to putting it in my block. Look what you sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Set.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, here's Smith. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This is caught. And he's brought down. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. And connection number one there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Preston Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
8. Set. 30.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. To throw on second down is Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder from 10 yards out. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He sets to fight, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eli Rogers, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Orange.
They go play action here on 1st down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Smith now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. On 1st down, it's Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out to the left here to Reed. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Hey, back up. Tiger.
From the red zone now, Smith. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Hey, on. Yellow.
Smith throwing again. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will get them 1 closer. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Roethlisberger and McDonald here over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, on. Double. Come right. Yellow. I'm good.
Now Smith to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Smith now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Smith, and he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing is Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A deep ball for Dotson. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, 49 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
after the interception. Here's Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there.
This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Smith. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Smith, and he slings one that's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe he's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellows got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll run with Thompson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Brown. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Smith now to throw. On the move to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get him running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They snap it to Smith. Steps away to his left. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.